Hello everybody, welcome to a new video. This is Gustavo Exam Coach, and today we'll solve another GMAT quantitative question in order to illustrate some of the precautions you need to have when dealing with this specific question format, which might be at times very tricky. Okay, let's begin by stating our 5 answer choices, which I'm pretty much certain you already know by heart. First answer choice, or A choice, first statement alone is sufficient, the second alone is not. Option B, first statement is not sufficient on its own, but the second statement is. Option C, the two statements together are sufficient, but neither statement alone is sufficient. Option D, each statement on its own is sufficient. And option E, the two statements together are not sufficient. With sufficient, we mean the faculty, the ability to allow the yielding of just a single answer, a single response to the question above, that is a unique numerical value in case that is what the question demands, or a unique yes or no for confirmation questions such as the one we have here. If x is a non-zero number, is x positive? So this question is expecting a yes or no. But we have a premise. Whenever we see information in the form of an if clause, we need to take it for granted as this is information that need to be mingled with the information in each of the statements. So, knowing that x is a non-zero number, we analyze question 1. X is the square of an integer. Okay, if x is the square of an integer, that means this integer might take different values, such as, for example, -5, in whose case x would be the square of it. Actually, x would be 25, and 25 is positive, so we have an affirmative answer. Then we have another example, such as 7. 7 is an integer, positive integer, whose square is 49. 49 is also positive. Is there any other case? Actually, we've tried a negative integer, a positive integer. Can we try 0? No, because x is different from 0. That's a premise. We're assuming this to be true at the beginning. So we conclude there's a unique answer to the question, affirmative. Statement 2, x plus 1 is positive. Okay, again, we deal with this using algebra. X plus 1 is greater than 0, so x is greater than -1. On a number line, we see that we have these key pivot values, and since x needs to be greater than -1, could be any number to the right of -1, including 0? No, 0 can't be because x has to be different from 0. But does this mean that x is always positive? No. For example, it could be -0.5 or it could be 3. So in this case, the answer to the question above would be yes. But in this one, the answer would be a no. Two different answer choices, actually, it's not sufficient. So now we can choose appropriately one of the 5 answer choices. Statement 1 alone is sufficient, but statement 2 alone not sufficient. It corresponds to option A. Okay, we'll see yet another coming video to analyze more about data sufficiency. Have a nice day.